My trip to China. I had an opportunity to go with my college, Clearwater Christian College, on a missions trip to China. The first part of our trip was spent in Beijing, where we got to go sightseeing and see the Great Wall of China, the market, and the Forbidden City. The second part of my trip was spent in Xiamen, where we spent time teaching at Xiamen University. We taught English to the students there. We had went to share the gospel, but China is a closed country, which means that you're not allowed to have religious freedom. So while we were there, as I said, we were English teachers. It was kind of our undercover. My students could immediately tell that there was something different about us Americans. They would ask, "What do you have that we don't have? Why are you so happy?" Since they asked me, I was able to share with them that I had Jesus in my heart, which brings me my happiness, and I was able to share about Jesus in depth with one of my students whose name was Freya. At the end of my time in Xiamen, I said goodbye to all my students, and as in Chinese customs, we gave each other gifts and were saying our final goodbyes. It was sad to me because I didn't know if I was ever going to see any of these students ever again. Freya gave me a music box, and then she whispered in my ear and said, "I now have what you have. I have Jesus in my heart." This is so exciting for me. It was one of the best gifts I've ever received, and now I do know that someday I will be able to see Freya again. I learned so much from my China trip, but the most important thing I learned was language nor culture can separate us from God's love.